Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. We have fun here and we just talk about real shit, okay? Because life is lifing lately, okay? I am a 30-something-year-old just navigating life in New York City and trying to figure out where the hell I am in this whole thing called life. But first, I want to ask, y'all watch these videos on here, but y'all do not hit the subscribe button. Could you please do me a favor right now, smash that subscribe button and make sure you turn on the post notifications for this video so you don't miss the next one. So recently I did a video on race before race became such a hot topic. Didn't know that it was okay these days to sit on a national platform as a presidential candidate and question someone else's racial background. Wow, we are really in interesting times. But it's interesting that he did do that because this is something that I have actually faced all of my life. Because I have you see it, I have a look that doesn't really fit in a particular box. Let me explain what I mean by that. I don't necessarily look black, or I don't necessarily pass to be white. You see, celebrities like Mariah Carey, for instance, which she has talked about in her book, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, which you should read, by the way. You know, we go through she's a great example because she is mixed race, right? Her mom was white and her dad was black. But she's pretty much white passing, so we say in the black community. And I said we because, honey, I am black, okay? Let's go back, and I'm going to read some of the comments from the video just so we can kind of talk about that here. It's a safe space, right? Because some of them were just very like, whoa, my eyes were just like this. But the point I'm trying to make here is, you know, we as biracial people go through things that are really traumatic with our race and our identity and our background, like, you know, front facing. Like, for instance, in high school, I can tell you that I wasn't accepted really by the black community. I wasn't really accepted by the white community either. I was an outcast, or I was living on the outside. You know, just like Mariah said in her song Outside, which is about being biracial. I literally wasn't accepted by either major race in my high school. I only had friends because they were my relatives, and that's it. It was very hard for me to grow up in such a segregated city because of that. I wasn't, you know, immediately adopted or, accepted by the black community. And I'm still not. Like, to this day, I still get people that say, oh, you're not black enough, or, oh, you're not really black, or, oh, you like too many white people, or, oh, you hang out with too many white people. Since when is it your business who I hang out with, who I'm attracted to? Because I'm attracted to all types. I don't have a type when it comes to race. I'm attracted to intelligence. Get some. And since when is it too black or too white? Like, who makes those rules? That's where I'm confused. So it's interesting to me to see a presidential candidate, and I'm not even gonna say his name here because it's not even worth it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Orange Man. He is sitting on this national platform now doing birtherism 2.0 and, you know, calling into question, is Kamala Harris black? Baby, since when do white people go to historically black colleges? Since when do white people go and join historically black fraternities and sororities? Since when are, you know, people that run for lead prosecutor, district attorney, state, whatever they call the state attorney, I forget. President. She's been the first black person in so many things. And she's mixed, yes. So she can identify however she wants to, whenever she wants to. Point blank, period. So that's the end of the discussion there. Now, I want to go into some of these comments because y'all were chatterboxing in my comments. So I appreciate that on that video. It's pretty much one of my highest viewed videos. So I really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you see here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And make sure you turn on your post notifications button as well so you can not miss the next video. Okay, guys, so let's get into some of these comments. So the first comment that I decided to pin because I was just like, what's the point? Someone said, I don't really care. Okay, well, you cared enough to leave a comment and watch, so thank you, is how I replied. And they wrote, you're missing the point. I wasn't being shady. I don't really know what their point was. Maybe they meant they didn't care what race I am. Okay, great. If that's what you were trying to say, then you should have communicated that effectively. Peyton 3.0 says, Nick, when I see you, I see Blasian or Filipino. Okay, so fun fact, my friend in LA used to call me, I'm not even going to say the word, but he used to call me, somewhere along those lines. And he's Asian. And I'm just like, I'm not that, sorry. And it's like, people don't realize joking about that, it's a joke and you think it's funny, but it's actually really not. It's really offensive because you're basically telling me that I'm something that I'm not. And it's already that I'm going through what I discussed in the first part of this video with identity issues and, hoping that I'm a part of a community that doesn't really want to accept me fully. And you're just like telling me I'm not that. Then somebody said, I love DNA surprises. We are all part of the human race. Human race? I gotta say though, it's nice to know if we have any predispositions to ethnicity specific ailments. The health DNA report is scary for insurance implications. That's a whole different topic. Now, I haven't taken the health DNA thing yet because I'm like, ooh, child, I'm scared. But I already know my health ailments for the most part. I already know I'm susceptible to diabetes and heart issues because both of my parents have that. And that runs rampant in my family. Cancer as well. So basically, I'm fucked. I probably should start eating nothing but vegetables and organic food. Then somebody said, I saw the Asian right away in the shape of your eyes. So for the longest time, I've had these eyes. For the longest time? You mean I've always had these eyes? I was born this way, baby. And my mom has these eyes too. I think it's my Native American heritage where these eyes come into play because on my mother's dad's side and mother's side, there was some like Native American stuff going on, child. And their eyes were looking like this. Like I've seen pictures, they're really old photos, but you can see their eyes are like very slanted like this. And the more I drink, the more slanted they become. Someone else said, so true. I was adopted and thought my whole life I was Polish and French, and I was not either. Oh my God. I also found my birth mother through Ancestry, which was an unexpected bonus. Oh my God. That's wild, yo. I couldn't imagine like finding out that like my mom was different. She's no longer with us, so, she is my mom. I look just like her. But I'm saying like, it would be so weird if I would like log on there and like see that I had a different mom and I've been like lied to this whole time. That would be crazy. I know this person. Chantel says, your results are a tour of the world. And that is fact. Yes, we are worldly over here. Someone said, take this as a stepping stone to do your genealogy. It's so much more nuanced than you can imagine. So much more than just black and white stereotypes we have of history and Louisiana Creole. Man, that is juicy. Child. You know it is. I don't know what they were doing back then, but they were hanging out. Okay, we'll just go there. Somebody said, LOL, girl, I was laughing the whole time. Okay, so was I guess. Your hair looks more European. You look more white than Obama, and he is half. You are a handsome man. Take care. Oh, thank you. Someone else said, I would have thought you would be have more Asian. Your eye shape. You're cute, Nick. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. My cousin goes, that's that Creole, honey. Yeah, she always laughing at me, telling me I'm Creole, but she also a little Creole too. Her mom's side is more black than our dad's side. So she has more of a darker complexion, but at the end of the day, she got some of that Creole in her too. And then someone said, you do realize these are just estimates. It's always just so funny when people that are like wise asses comment things like that. No, duh. Obviously, I know that. Like, okay, what was the point? Sunscreen. You need sunscreen, someone says. Okay, mom. Someone said your privilege card is in the mail. I said, thank you. I'm now a white person. I have white privilege now. Yay. Then someone says, what race am I? Try the human, dude. Jeebus. I think you meant what culture are you? Science, biology, try it. You might like it. Human is not a race. What are you talking about? I'm confused. In fact, race is a what's that word? Race is a categorization of humans based on shared physical or social qualities into groups. So I was correct. You are wrong. Child, some people are just like so wise. It's like you can tell who is the mansplainers in the world just on YouTube comments. Then someone said, you put yourself down as mixed race on documents. I said, no, I'm going to put black. Then someone wrote, it is bizarre that Americans need to write down their race. In most modern countries, your race isn't even on your passport. There is only one human race, but the US is still not caught up. Well, I correct you because we don't put race on our passports. We do put our nationality on our passports. So I think this opened my eyes that people really don't know the difference between ethnicity, nationality, and race, and even human. So it's very important that we educate ourselves before we start making comments on national stages, especially when you have that much power, because what you're saying is very dangerous. It is also very traumatic to not only the person that you're attacking, but to others as well. And what you're doing with that is you're dividing the country more than you already have. So it's very important that when you are on a national stage sitting there talking about race, that you know what you're talking about. Because when you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to race, you are damaging more people than you think you're helping. And it's crazy because the whole idea is that you're trying to get the black vote. But at the end of the day, you don't even know how to speak to black people. So what? Huh? Anyway, this was a great little experiment. I love doing it. And it also just opened my eyes that people really just don't know anything. I myself included, child. You know, because at the end of the day, I learned a lot and I want to keep learning more. So if you like this video and like this conversation, I don't know that I will continue to have it more, but it will be a topic that we do here. So let me know in the comments what else you want to see me do in terms of tests, things like this that can kind of like open up discussions. What else are things that I can do here on this channel to sort of open up that conversation? Because it's very interesting and fascinating to me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe, guys. What? Y'all watch, but y'all don't subscribe. What's the deal with that?